Yo, what's good, everybody? It's me, Sammy Socialite, and I am back. I know it's been a while since I gave you an Eden Sports Chat, but I am here today, and I have so much exciting stuff to talk about. But first, I just want to let you know that I've been on a diet lately, so no fried foods for me. So today I have a lovely grilled chicken wrap and a spicy grilled chicken sandwich. And of course, I got my ranch. I can't just eat it without, no sauce. You gotta put the sauce in it. So I just want to say, to start off, I want you guys, if you are in need of accounting and tax services, I know it's that time for the taxes and everybody needs an accountant. I need you to go get KynLi Accounting Services. That's KynLi Accounting Services. It's right here. Go look it up. I promise you, they're gonna get you right. So, it's been so weird in sports lately. I'm gonna have to pop it off with my boy Deshaun Watson. You guys have been saying, trade Deshaun. Okay, cool. Did y'all hear about all these accusers saying that he sexually harassed and assaulted them? It's crazy out here because a month ago, everything was quiet. Nobody, it was just free Deshaun. But now it's like these allegations have come out and nobody knows what to believe. And it's just a really crazy situation. Like, I'm sorry, Deshaun is my boy, but it's really not looking too good for him right now because one or two allegations, it's kind of like, they'll figure that out. And, we'll know. But it's been 19 reports at this time that have been released saying he did something to them while getting massages. And so people out there have their own opinion about it. I wish Deshaun the best because he's one of the best black quarterbacks we have in the NFL. And I just really want to see the best for him. And I hope everything gets better for him. So as you see, I'm rocking my 404 Day Falcons shirt. Shout out to 404 Day. If you're not from Atlanta, you probably don't know what 404 Day is, but 404 is the area code for Metro Atlanta. And so every April the 4th, we celebrate 404 Day. The Falcons have a nice little shirt. Had to come get that. So speaking of the Falcons, so everybody knows I'm a Falcons fan, and they don't have any money. They restructured Matt Ryan's contract again. They restructured Debo Jones' contract. They restructured Dante Fowler's contract. They restructured Jake Matthews' contract. They're trying to restructure all these contracts to get money to sign players because the NFL free agency has gone and passed. And, of course, the Falcons didn't sign any big-name free agents because they didn't have any money to do so. So, with that being said, the draft is coming up, and the Falcons have the 4th pick in the draft. And so people were telling me they want to know what I think the Falcons are going to do with the number 4 pick. And this is so good, y'all. What the Falcons are going to do with the number 4 pick is going to depend on who gets picked first, second, and third. Now, I know that's not the answer y'all want to hear, but that's what the answer is because if the number 1 team, which is the Jaguars, gets Trevor Lawrence, if the Jets get a quarterback as well, which has been speculation that they're trying to move Sam Darnold so they can get a quarterback with the number 2 pick, and San Francisco traded with Miami to move up to number 3, and so they keep lying in the media saying that they're sticking with Garoppolo, but everybody knows that San Francisco moved up to 3 to get their quarterback of the future because apparently this draft, all the quarterbacks are so good or whatever. So all the Falcons fans out there that think that the Falcons are also going to get a quarterback at number 4, I think you should temper your expectations because number 1, if the quarterback that the Falcons want is not there, I think that they're going to move back in the draft to get more picks because we have so many holes on the roster. We need bodies to fill them, and the cheapest place to get talent is in the NFL draft. So do not be surprised if the Falcons move down from pick 4. There's been rumors that, that the Falcons want Justin Fields, the Falcons want Trey Lance, the Falcons want Kyle Pitts. At this stage, I don't think it would be smart for the new era to go offense at number 4, strictly because the offense is already 90% complete and built. There's no need to get Kyle Pitts on this offense right now because we have so many holes on defense. We lost Keanu Neal. We literally lost every safety that was on the roster except for a rookie we drafted last year. We don't have any players that can pass rush except for Dante Fowler, and Grady, of course, is there. I just want the Falcons fans to temper their expectations just a little because it may not go how y'all think it's gonna go. Some of the big free agent signings that did happen were not as big as we thought they were going to be, but some notable moves was J.J. Watt. He went to the Cardinals, so him and DeAndre Hopkins have reunited. Kenny Golladay from the Lions went to the Giants. So now, Daniel Jones has another wide receiver to throw to. Might be good for him. Juju Smith-Schuster, which was the surprise of the offseason. Juju was supposed to get a huge contract, but he was only offered 1-year deals from teams. So Juju decided to stay with the Steelers for less money because the Ravens and the Chiefs wanted him, but apparently he wanted to stay with the Steelers. So Steelers got Juju for 1 more year. I think it's a $9 million deal. So hopefully he's able to get big money next offseason because Juju is definitely a great wide receiver. I know there's people out there that hate Juju because he does TikTok and he's a personality. But I really think people underestimate the fact that NFL players have to have a brand because the money on the field is just a portion of the money. Like, they might not even get to keep that when it's all said and done. But because Juju is building his brand and his star, when he retires from football, Juju will be able to be one of those people that's on TV, doing competitions, doing shows, maybe even be a TV host. So all the players out there, don't worry about what these hating fans be talking about. Build your brand because that's where the money is. The Ravens get Sammy Watkins to help out Lamar and Hollywood. I don't like that signing at all because the Ravens really needed a true number 1/2 receiver to help out. And Sammy Watkins, he was okay with the Chiefs, but he still, with all the talent around him, he still was not able to make that huge of an impact for them. So we're just going to keep watching that. In Seattle, shout out to Seattle for retaining Chris Carson on a 4-year deal because Chris Carson is one of the reasons why that offense works when he's healthy. So shout out to all the players that did get paid. The New England Patriots really made huge splashes in free agency. They spent the most money in free agency this offseason. They got a couple of name players, but the biggest thing that I think that they did, they actually bought Cam Newton back and gave him a money contract because he was only getting $1 million last year. So they gave him $6 million, but he has to work for a lot of the guarantees. But kudos to Belichick and them and company trying to keep a black quarterback in the league. So Cam, you have a lot of things to do this year, but you got some wide receivers. I see you guys signed Nelson Aguilar from the Raiders. So maybe, having a few receivers that can help you out will do good. The NFL trading deadline, the NBA trade deadline happened, y'all. And while Orlando seems to have a big fire sale of all their people that wanted to leave. They traded Vucevic to the Bulls. They traded Aaron Gordon to Denver, and Denver has been looking unstoppable since he got there. And they traded Evan Fournier to Boston, where in his first game, Evan Fournier shot 10 baskets and made 0. And played 33 minutes. Not your typical game that you want to play in, but you know, the biggest thing that I liked that I saw at the trade deadline was my Atlanta Hawks. They tried out the Rondo thing, and it wasn't really working. He did provide some leadership, so hopefully they remember the lessons that Rondo taught. But the Hawks were able to trade Rondo to the Clippers, who felt like they could use him in the playoffs, for Lou Williams, y'all. Like, the Hawks needed scoring off the bench. Lou Williams is a solid, solidified 6th man of the year. He's won like 2-3 times. Like, Lou Will has played awesome off the bench for the Hawks in the 2 games that he's played thus far. He had 17 points and 8 assists the other day in the Hawks win versus the Pelicans. So, shout out to the Hawks. The Hawks went on an 8-game winning streak. I don't think y'all heard me. 8-game winning streak. The Hawks had been losing 3-4 games in a row, win 1. They fired Lloyd Pierce, thank God, because Nate McMillan is now 13. I'm sorry. Nate McMillan is now 13-5 as the Hawks head coach. We have turned this thing around. We are the 5th seed in the East, and the Hawks are looking really dangerous. Shout out to them. We're still waiting on LeBron James to come back. He hurt his ankle, and he's been out for 2 weeks. It says indefinitely. We don't know when he's coming back, but the Lakers need him. I just want to send a special shout out to DeMar DeRozan because a few weeks ago he lost his father, and he missed about 2 weeks of games because he was, planning the funeral and mourning his father. So stay strong, DeRozan. You've been having a great season. One of my favorite players. If y'all don't know, I love DeMar DeRozan. So hearing about his father really hurt to hear about, but hopefully he's pulling through and doing great. Dame Lillard recently had a 50-point game, and they won. A lot of these players, they score 50, Bradley Beal, and their team doesn't win. So shout out to Dame for scoring 50, and the Blazers actually won. The new juicy matter right now that's going on in the NBA is Stephen A. Smith not directly told Russell Westbrook, but on his show said that Russell Westbrook needs to start trying to get a ring because getting all these triple doubles don't mean jack. And Russell Westbrook basically said the right thing to say. He's saying I put my all out there every night. Going in, we try to win, but it's a team sport, and I don't think that people like you should tell me what I should do and how to do it. And so, kudos to Russell Westbrook for standing up to Stephen A. because, we all know that Stephen A. be popping off the side of his neck sometimes. Once again, it's April now. We're about to hit the Final Four. It's UCLA, Gonzaga, Michigan, and Baylor for the Final Four. And we're going to see who wins. I think that this year's March Madness tournament was really crazy. Georgia Tech did make the tournament. However, they lost in the first round to Loyola Chicago because Sister Jean is like their good luck charm. With that, they also beat the number 1 seed in that bracket, Illinois, knocking them out the tournament. One of the 1 seeds getting knocked out in the second round. It's crazy. Pretty much all the other number 1s have pretty much had a standard tournament run. UCLA is the 11th seed in the tournament, and they are in the Final Four. So shout out to UCLA because they haven't made the tournament in a few years. So this is their first year back, and they're in the Final Four. So shout out to them. I think that's really a great thing for them. Shout out to the girls tournament. You know, they don't call theirs March Madness, but the girls tournament is about to play their final game, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens on that. These pro days, the NFL pro days were crazy. I think it's something to be said about all these players magically running 4.4s and 4.3s. It's not a real combine this year, so all the pro days, all the players are running 4.3s, 4.2s, 4.4s. Now, I'm not trying to be a hater, but it just seems really unlikely that these players are really running these times because, I mean, that's really fast. Like, Chris Johnson ran a 4.2. Y'all remember how fast Chris Johnson was back in the day as running back. I don't think these players got that. But, you know, who am I to say? I wish all of them the best. The pro day that I'm most impressed with thus far, Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons showed out. He is going to be a great defensive player for whoever picks them. Come on, do something, make a move. But Micah Parsons going to be a great player. Justin Fields. Justin Fields is getting so much hate in the media right now for literally nothing. Justin Fields has proved that he could play. Sorry. Justin Fields proved that he can play. He proved that he can win big games. Justin Fields proved that he has heart. Justin Fields is going to be a great NFL quarterback one day. So whatever team takes a pick and gets him, going to be great. Another pro day that I know you guys, it's under the radar for you. Jalen Camp. Jalen Camp is a DB out of Georgia Tech. He has now, if they were doing a combine, he would have the record for most bench presses at 30. DK Metcalf had 27. So you could just get a glimpse of how that was. He also ran a 4.4. I don't know. Like I said, these players have 4.4s, but he's gonna be a great player to get in probably like the third, fourth round in the draft. So be on the lookout for Jalen Camp. And last but not least, the Major League Baseball opening day happened. And on opening day, the Braves played, and the Braves lost 3-2. The Braves, you know, I can't even root for the Braves right now because the Braves put out a very tone-deaf statement about the MLB pulling the All-Star game from Atlanta this year. The Braves basically said, you know, they're sad and they can't control what's going on, and so, and other things I'm not gonna even say because I'm not even gonna give them the support right now because the Major League Baseball pulled the All-Star game from Atlanta due to the governor of Georgia and his group of people. They signed in a new voting law, stricter voting regulations because they keep saying that the election was stolen, yada yada yada. So because they are making Jim Crow type laws, the MLB wants no parts of it. And I support the MLB 100%. I love the fact that the All-Star game was going to be in Atlanta. But because Georgia did that, you know, they need to feel it. They're going through it with Delta right now and Coca-Cola. And I think that once money starts leaving, seriously, like the MLB All-Star game is a big money maker, and it was going to be huge. And because they want to be racist, we can't have it in Atlanta no more. And I support it 100%. Go find a place that doesn't have Jim Crow laws, okay? So, with that being said, I want to say shout out once again to KynLi Accounting Services. That's KynLi Accounting Services. Shout out to them. They sponsored this episode. Shout out to my boy KynLi. Also, once again, shout out 404 Day. As you see, got my hearts on. Shout out to this delicious meal. So good. And check out my interview on Pass the Pen Media on my YouTube page with Hollywood Brown. That was a dope interview. I really got to dive in deep with Hollywood and talk about a lot of great things. So I will see you guys next time on Even Sports Chat.